At the Clarendon Academy, Wiltshire, we've been undertaking work towards our Mark Plan Teach model of classroom practice. In this video, we'll be looking at planning to aid progress for all learners, with a particular focus on differentiation strategies. It's important to note that one size does not fit all. Differentiation must be tuned to suit the needs of individual learners, allowing students to make progress through the tailoring of teaching methods and strategies to suit specific needs. As Sue Cowley, author of How to Survive Your First Year in Teaching, states, differentiation is particularly important for your least able learners. Focus on what really matters to particular students within your class. Differentiation must become a matter of focusing your efforts on where they will make the most difference. And, as Phil Beadle makes clear in How to Teach, assessment of pupil need should be the starting point of any differentiation you will do. You cannot match work to need if you do not know what that need is, and so all differentiation must begin with assessment of what your pupils require. The best and most effective form of differentiation is decent marking, the epitome of individualised learning. Children are given feedback, praise and targets that will generally be entirely individualised to their needs. There are multiple ways in which differentiation can take place within the classroom. Here we will focus on 9 key strategies for use in aiding students of all abilities. 1. Scaffolding and modelling. 2. Use of displays and classroom stimulus. 3. Seating plans. 4. Using data to target improvement. 5. Bloom's taxonomy. 6. Marking and responses to feedback. 7. Making work progressively difficult. 8. Students taking the lead. And 9. Homework tasks. Firstly, scaffolding can be used to break up learning into manageable chunks. In this way, scaffolding can be used as a bridge to build on what students already know to arrive at a structure or point that will improve their learning. Scaffolding, such as this example shown here, can allow students to build on their success, with support gradually withdrawn as students gain proficiency. Modelling can be further used to add to these skills. Live modelling by the teacher can be used to share success criteria, structure and also expectations with students. An effective way of modelling can also be using the work of students in the classroom as they complete it, by taking a live photograph of work as you travelled around the classroom. This can then be emailed to your account and shown on the whiteboard. All students can then discuss ways in which the response meets the success criteria and ways in which the work could be improved. In this way, weaker students can be shown successful answers and more able students can further test their knowledge of exam criteria through offering EBI feedback to the answer. Secondly, displays in the classroom environment can be used to offer further differentiation tasks. Hints, tips and strategies can be offered to aid completion of exam questions and used to share success criteria with students. Opportunities for extended learning can also be provided for, directing students towards tasks that would further their knowledge or enhance their exam skills. Thirdly, seating plans can be used to differentiate for all abilities. Research by the Sutton Trust shows that seating weaker students next to middle or higher ability students improves their progression through peer learning, with middle or higher ability students furthering their own progression due to increased explanation and evaluation of tasks to their peers. Further uses for seating plans can be seating students who require the most support in a place closest to the teacher, allowing for increased interaction with staff. Considering the positioning of support staff is also crucial here. How can their support be maximised and where can they aid most students with their progression? The consideration of seating plans and classroom layout not only allows for differentiation to take place, but often enhances some of the other methods discussed in this video. A crucial method for aiding targeted differentiation is by using data to keep a close and careful eye on student progress and areas of weakness. Communicating information on how to improve on targeted areas through analysis of this data is the best differentiation strategy that you can use. Tools such as Classroom Monitor allow you to effectively track the specific needs of individual students and cohorts in your classroom. Other packages and tools, such as our internal subject tracking data covering Progress 8 scores and our use of ALPS data at Key Stage 5, can help you to identify broader trends, target students to make extra levels of progress, and monitor class, subject and school-wide trends to aid the targeting of differentiation strategies. A fifth way to differentiate tasks on the fly and avoid the need for creating multiple resources is to use Bloom's taxonomy model to differentiate existing questions, topics and tasks. By working towards the higher order analytical, evaluative and creative tasks, students can improve their progress by tackling a task or question in a different way to others in the class. This model can also be used to enhance effective questioning, with students of differing abilities pose different questions on the fly, using Bloom's model to adapt and react to the individual needs of learners. Responding to feedback offers the clearest example of differentiation to suit the needs of individual learners. Through use of the purple pen strategy, students can respond to feedback given by the teacher and make clear progress over time, with this progress informing future planning. For further ideas on using the purple pen, please see the Mark video in this series. A further example of portable differentiation is the use of effective verbal feedback. This can allow staff to differentiate in reaction to the individual needs of the student as the feedback on a task is given. It's important that the nature of this feedback involves an explanation of how and why the student is not completing the task correctly, effectively modelling success with them and making the feedback specific to a particular skill or set of knowledge. Focusing feedback in this way and tailoring it to the needs of students can effectively move all learners to the next level. By using tiered assignments, you can turn a single task or set of tasks into work that is properly differentiated just by putting the easiest questions first and increasing the degree of difficulty as the work goes on. You can even differentiate the point at which students start, thereby limiting the need for resource modification. In this example, the same quotes are used for progressively harder questions, allowing all learners to attempt questions that ensure their progression. A further example of differentiation to push all learners is asking students to take the lead in a part of the lesson. This might be preparing the starter or plenary activity for the next lesson, using knowledge gained from the previous set of lessons. It might be asking students to work in mixed pairs or groups to spot the ways to improve a marked piece of work. It might even be asking students to discuss and plan out an exam answer in mixed pairs or groups that they then share with the rest of the class. In this way, differentiation can take place through the interaction of learners with different abilities, with all students gaining from collaborative work to either learn from or aid the learning of their peers. A final way to utilise differentiated tasks is to include tiered assignments in homework activities. As the Department for Education states, high-order homework tasks are often where gifted and talented students are able to add further depth to the learning that has taken place in class. The Show My Homework software used in school is particularly effective for setting such tasks. When setting homework assignments, selecting the blue differentiation option when writing out tasks allows you to adopt a tiered approach to homework setting, perhaps utilising some of the ideas used in this video for choosing activities for specific cohorts or individuals. Many of these examples can be used across a multitude of subjects to aid the progress of a variety of learners. From developing the skills of weaker students to furthering the analytical and evaluative thinking of higher ability pupils. I hope you found these ideas useful for developing differentiation strategies to aid the progress of all types of learners in your classroom. For further ideas covering the Mark Plan Teach model, please visit the Mark Plan Teach folder on your desktop and see the Mark Plan Teach display board in the staff room. Thank you for watching.